Okay, so I may have gone too far. I just spent $1,000 on Lego. I got Ninjago City Markets, Bricklink Pirates, and more. Let me show you everything I got. Hi guys, I'm Myra. I'm building a Lego life in a tiny space, and on this channel, I do value-focused, honest reviews, fun build vlogs, and smart ways to enjoy sets when you just don't have the space anymore. By the time you're watching this, my Gringotts review should be up, so I just wanted to show you the next wave of massive sets that are coming to this channel. Let's start with the biggest one, Ninjago City Markets. This is one of those sets that I've seen in other people's cities for ages and thought there's no way I can fit it into my tiny apartment. Then I thought, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make it work. I picked this up specifically for a few reasons. It's insanely detailed and stacked, so it'd be perfect for a really deep value review. It's really beloved in the community as well, so I wanted to answer the question, is it worth getting Ninjago City Markets if you're late to the party and you don't have the other Ninjago City sets, or if you just don't have the space to fit it on a shelf or in your Lego city? And finally, I think it's gonna bring a lot of life into my tiny little Lego city. And then a full build review where I show you all the details and whether this actually earns its footprint if you're in a small space like me, and if it's worth the money. Ahoy matey, because next up we're going pirates. This is the Bricklink designer program Thieves of Tortuga set, and I am so excited about this one. I got this one because it really reminds me of those old classic playable Lego pirate sets where you could create entire stories with them. I used to love pirates as a kid, and this is definitely bigger and more detailed than any of those older Lego pirate sets, but it feels like a modern love letter to those old school pirate sets. For the channel, I'm planning a full build vlog where I walk you through all the little details in this set, and then I'll do a review on how this set is for playability versus just display, and whether it works as a story starter set for your own island or pirate mocks. And then finally, if it's actually the kind of set that's worth tracking down in the secondhand market if you're a pirates fan. I also think it's gonna pair really nicely with my other medieval and fantasy themed sets, so expect it to sneak into my tiny city updates. And then this little guy stuck in with the order, the Disney classic animation scene gift purchase. I really wanted this one for my shelf, so I totally planned around this promo. Specifically because I'm really excited to build my own little scenes that I can slot into the TV. I'm thinking Lord of the Rings or Dungeons and Dragons because I really love medieval fantasy. And I kind of really like these smaller sets that are perfect for a shelf or a little desk display, or for people who just don't have the space for another 5,000 piece monster, but they still want something that's fun and displayable. Oh, and while we're here, I did pick up a couple of smaller sets that I'm really excited to build. This is the Evolution of STEM set. My husband and I are both super into science, so this is 100% going on a little nerdy shelf in our living room. I'm probably gonna do a little chill build vlog with this where we just hang out, build, talk about Lego sciencey stuff. And then I finally grabbed the Lego Office. I am a massive Office fan. I've watched it on repeat so many times. And I can't wait to build this and see all the little Easter eggs and the jokes that they have. And I can't wait to set it up in my living room and set up little different scenes from The Office. I really want to recreate the scene where they have the fire drill and the stress test thing. That's one of my favorite episodes. So this one feels really perfect for a laid back build vlog where we just hang out and talk about The Office. So you'll see these two pop up in future videos as a smaller, shelf-friendly sets in contrast to the massive sets that I'm trying to squeeze into my tiny apartment. So what does all of this mean for my channel? Basically, I've committed myself to a lot of building, which is so fun. Right now, we're in a Harry Potter phase, and I've just published my Gringotts bank review. Since Ninjago City Markets is retiring at the end of 2025, I'm gonna try to get the build vlog and the review out soon, so you guys can decide if it's worth your money and if you want to pick it up before it's out of the shelves. And then I'll be doing more deep dives and comparisons with sets like Diagon Alley and Hogwarts Castle and Grounds sets, so you can see which wizarding set makes the most sense for your space and budget. After that, you're gonna see me move into Lord of the Rings and fantasy stuff with sets like Rivendell and Barad-dûr, and then we're gonna slide over into Pirates with Thieves of Tortuga and that classic play vibe. And then I'll be sprinkling in some fun small build content with sets like the Evolution of STEM and The Office, and then most of those sets are gonna go into my tiny little Lego city. So if you've ever wished that you could have a Lego city and you have like no furniture for it, that's like literally my life. So stick around and I'll show you how to make it work. So yeah, that's my first big Lego haul for this channel and a sneak preview of what's gonna come over the next few months. If you like honest reviews, fun build vlogs, and figuring out which big sets are actually worth your space and your money, come for my next videos. You can watch my Gringotts bank review after this video if you haven't already. And if you want to follow along and see how these sets get built and squeezed into a tiny Lego city, please consider subscribing. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and I'll see you in the next one.